All right, we're back again with the Let's Talk podcast. And today our topic is going to be Black women and the friend zone and what can be done. Today, me and Brother Jarvis will explore this topic and try to give you some help on how to get in and out of it and what to do about it and everything we can think of to help you to deal with it. All right, so don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. And all right, brother, like I said, today our topic is going to be the friend zone. The friend zone. How
The dreaded friend zone.
the dreaded friend zone? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if it's dreaded, how first of all, what is the friend zone? Can you explain that to us, Brother Jarvis? What is the friend zone?
A friend zone is when you as a man are very attracted to an attractive woman, but she's not attracted to you. So what she'll do to let you down easy, she'll tell you, I don't see you like that. I see you as a friend. The F word. The unfortunate or the dreaded F word. Whenever a woman calls you a friend, what she's really saying is, I never, ever, 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 ever want to have sex with you. That's what she's saying.
That's
In
what
a
she
nice
said.
way.
In a nice
That's
way.
what she's saying. Yeah. I never, ever, 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 ever want to have sex with you. It would be better for her to call you an N-word or a bad word than to call you a friend. It'd be better. It's better for you to be an a-hole than to be a friend.
Yeah, that's true. They get a lot farther.
Yeah.
They get a lot more sex. Yeah.
An a-hole, you might get it out of her clothes.
Yeah, he will. He definitely will. Yeah. He definitely will.
But
Absolutely.
the friend, you got no chance.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
None at all.
That's it. Now, what is the okay, so this is just my thinking. And this is off of my experience, but I'm sure you have your own experiences as well, so we can kind of collaborate on this. I think that women use the friend zone for a multitude of different reasons. They use the friend zone to maybe slow a relationship, slow something down that might be brewing. For example,
Right.
she's going out with you, but a better candidate popped up and is available to slow things down with you. She could put you in the friend zone.
Right.
And then you're like, what happened? Where am I?
Right.
What? I wish I had that Twilight Zone.
Right.
It's like, I'm like, what happened? I'm out here just by myself, right?
Right.
But the point is, they put you out there because another candidate has popped up. Maybe you still in the running, but you just got second place. You don't even know they just handed you the second place trophy right now. You may get the first place trophy later.
Eventually.
Yeah. If you're willing to wait around, and go through the abuse that.
Yeah. If this don't work out.
Yeah.
If this don't work out, you up.
If the man with the number one headband goes down, then you can get in.
Right.
But meanwhile, you got the number 2 headband. Remember Afro Samurai?
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get the number 2 headband. Right. So,
right.
But this time you got the number 2 headband, and you just get no love until you get the number 1 headband. So that's one instance where I see that just one of many instances where they will use the friend zone. Now, a lot of guys, I think, will say the friend zone is a malicious situation. Do you agree with that, or how do you feel about that?
A malicious situation?
I mean, like the woman is doing it just to torture the guy, or just to,
that can't be part of it. Yeah, that can be part of it.
Some kind of way inspire him to work even harder and do even more.
Do more.
Yeah. And put himself out there even more. And what do you think about that, brother?
Well, it's really impossible to read someone's heart or intent. Only God himself can do that. But is it malicious? Yeah, when her intent is just to see how far you'll go. That's terrible. The one thing about being in the friend zone is almost like, from my experience, when they put you in there, you never come out. It's like the black hole, or it's like passing the ball to Kobe. You pass the ball to Kobe, man, you're not getting it back.
You ain't getting it back, man. Yeah, you ain't getting it back.
You shouldn't have gave it to him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best option, but yeah, you ain't getting it back.
You're not getting it back.
Yeah, you're not getting it back. Well, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say. So, is it malicious? Yeah, more than half the time. Yeah, because a woman's mind or a woman's thinking is nothing like a man. Men are much more logical.
Right.
A man normally has an objective.
Right.
And he wants to go somewhere and do something.
Right.
He normally, logically, plans, moves out. A woman is more like a scientist. Let's see if we stick a piece of dynamite or a firecracker, as we used to do as children. That's what a child does. If I stick a firecracker in a frog's mouth, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
To do somebody like that, or to do an animal, that's cruelty.
Right.
That's terrible for a woman to even feel like that. But she wants to see, because again, and more times than not, when she does that to you, you're not the only one in the running. And that's why she wants to see, I guess, like sperm trying to race to the egg.
Yeah.
Who's going to get to the egg first?
Yeah.
Because whoever gets to the egg first, everybody else lose.
Yeah.
Well.
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, sir.
No, I was just gonna say that I feel like I feel like depending on the woman and depending on her state of mind or state where she's at, I feel like it could be malicious, but I think a lot of times, depending on how bad they've been hurt. I'm gonna talk about black women. A lot of black women been hurt, man. They've been abused, assaulted, or molested. They got a lot of scars. You know what I mean? And so they're usually not going to say those things up front. They're not going to say, this happened to me when I was 8 or 9 or whatever, 15 or when I was in college or whatever. They're usually going to keep that close to the vest. But they may behave based on that experience. And so they may be like, say, I'm going to just put dudes through the ringer. If they coming at me hard like this, I'm going to put them through the ringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, this guy bought me a ring. What you going to get me? I'll get you a car. This guy got me a car. What you going to do? I'll get you a house, And you know what I mean? they're good at starting these bidding wars, right?
Right.
And so I'm saying that sometimes it might be like that, and then you got some sisters that's like, they like you as a person, but just it's not that attraction, even though you might have an attraction to her, and so she might friend zone you.
That's fair.
That's fair?
That's fair. If she physically does not have any attraction towards you, because everybody's not going to like you. Even though you might like her, it doesn't mean she has to like you. If she physically doesn't have an attraction towards you, that's fair.
Right.
And she should be straight up, most women aren't, and let you know that I don't see you like that, and it's never going to be like that. But you don't really know what you want. I know men. Physically, what you want or need, mid to late 20s. That's when you start to figure out, oh, my body type, I'm more attracted to this than the other. When you're young, you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
You really experiment. You try just about everything. It's kind of like going to the candy store. Let me see what I do like.
Yeah.
But it takes a while to really understand not only you, but your body, because your body is physically attracted to something itself. The only thing about that is, and that's a whole nother story, what your body really likes is normally not good for you. But that's another story. Yeah. But again, like I said, if she physically doesn't like you, that's fair. Because she may not like you like that. And that's fair, because some women, when I talk to a lot of black women, if you ask me, they tell me they like bigger guys. Just for all of them say, I want something tall.
Of course.
6 feet and up.
Of course.
Well, not even tall. I like a big guy. I don't mind a gut, or I don't mind for lack of a better word, although my mama didn't like that word, God rest her soul, fat guy.
Yeah.
Most sisters, that's what they look for. They like, and I asked them, like, what is it about big guys? And one told me, very frankly, she says, I feel safe.
Wow.
I feel safe with big men.
Yes, sir.
But you can't blame them for that, because that is what America, we're talking about really right now, American black women has taught them. Might makes right.
Right.
So you think that size is everything, because that's what you were taught.
Right.
But the sad part about us as a community, black women and black men too, like the Quran says, study the beasts and the insects of the field, for there are many lessons.
Okay.
And there's a lot when God said that, meaning that, you have what is called a horned wasp. And this horned wasp goes into the barrel, or the tarantula's burrow. Right. And tarantulas live in the ground. Now, the wasp is 1/10 of the size, or not even 1/20 of the size of that tarantula. Goes in there, teases the spider, brings the spider out, gets up under the spider and stings it to death. And then they all come and eat on it. But that thing is 1/20th the size of that spider.
Right.
But that goes to show you that it's not always about size. But that's what America has taught them.
Yeah.
Size is every, might makes right.
Right.
Look at Trump. He talk big, he act big, right. And to Americans, he's big.
Right.
But what is he really saying? He doesn't say anything. He's talking, but he's not saying anything.
Right.
But again, I'm getting off subject. But again, back to sisters. If that's fair. If she's not being malicious and she really doesn't like you, then brother, she just really don't like you. And accept that. That's all right. I guess you can be friends then, because she don't really like you like that. Although I have heard sisters say a man can grow on me. I don't believe in that, but I've heard them say that.
Yeah, I believe it can. I believe that's true. I believe they can do it. Yeah, man, because what happens is, in my opinion, that see, like you were saying about how a woman will say, well, she'll evaluate the situation and say, well, first thing a woman's going to do is evaluate your resources, and once she evaluates your resources, that's when she's going to decide whether you're going to be a friend or not. Okay, you don't have the resources that she wants you to have, or she feel like she can, you might have them, but you can't get to, you can't freely get to them. Like, in other words, she can't just go straight to you and you go straight to the resource. She got to you go through you got to go through your mother or your family or what, that's going to be a hindrance. But if she can go straight to you and then straight to the money or straight to the resource, you might not be in the friend zone as much, especially if she's older. Now, younger women, they think the party's going to last forever, so they don't really look at it as much like that. When I say younger, I'm talking about maybe 25 and under. They think the music's gonna never stop, so they just keep, they're not really evaluating it as thoroughly. They may evaluate it, but they're not gonna be like throwing somebody away just because, on the strength of just oh well, he ain't got he don't got this or he don't got access to. Another woman probably will say, well, he got access to it. He got to wait 6 months before this trust clears. Let me hang around until then. You know what I mean? So they'll be more calculating, I think, in those terms.
Yeah, that when you talk like that sounds more like an older woman.
Right. And when I say
a younger woman doesn't have that kind of patience.
Right. When I say older, I mean probably over 30. The clock is really ticking loud. Bang, 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 bang. And, they at least want to try and see if they can be in a marriage situation or something or whatever. So they're looking to find somebody, and that big list that they have, 6'4", 240 pounds, making $300,000 a year, no overtime, and driving a Mercedes on Monday and a Beamer on Tuesday, and a big house and
Superman.
Yeah, a whole bunch of money and a supermodel for Essence, and I think that list starts getting whittled down into the 30s. You know what I mean? In the 30s, they start whittling that list down, and guys that's really interested ain't really getting friend zoned as much. I think most of the friend zone is happening in the 20s, when black women in their 20s, because they're not really, what's the word? They're not really evaluating the total situation. I think when women get to the 30s and 40s, I think that's when friend zone situation starts slowing down a little bit, unless you do something real crazy. I mean, but you're just a regular cat trying to take them out, trying to do stuff. I remember, man. I remember this dude, man. And see, I remember. I've told you this story, man. But man, this dude, man. I know this girl, and she was dating this dude. He was working at this place where he worked 15 days on and 15 days off for the month, right? And so he was a nice guy, man. I mean, this dude was a nice guy. Brother Jarvis?
Yes, sir.
This dude was a nice guy.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna tell you how nice this dude was. He was so nice. When they used to have barbecues at her house, her father used to give him the spatula.
Wow, he liked him.
I mean, black people don't give up the spatula, brother.
No, he liked
the spatula.
He liked that. He liked that, brother, for his daughter.
I'm telling you, this dude was good for her. He was a good dude, man. Paid his bills on time. He didn't even do like black people do, like we do. Wait till it get pink or yellow or whatever. He paid his bills right when they came. He had a nice car. He had good credit. He was saving money to buy a house. He was perfect. She threw this dude back for a jerk. And I was like, What happened?
How old was she?
She was probably 26 or 7, somewhere in there, I want to say.
Yeah.
And he was about 35.
Yeah, perfect.
He was about 35. He was ready. But here's the thing. He was short. He was stocky. And you know, he was just the perfect. He was perfect. The dude was just a good dude, man. But he didn't. He was the poster child for nice guys don't finish, man. Because he just, I mean, he turned around, man. And he was friend zoned, and he had been in a relationship with this chick, but something else came up, and she was like, "I'm out," and he got friend zoned, and ultimately pushed out of the situation. Ultimately,
Yeah, he don't even know what he did.
He didn't. He was trying to find out, but he couldn't. You know that it's that awkward thing, man, because you can't go back now. You all in with the family, right?
Yeah.
But now once she cut you a loose, you can't go to the family now.
No.
You know, the line's drawn now. You can't cross that line no more.
The mama probably loved him too.
Mama loved him. Her mama loved him. Her father loved this man. You hear me what I said? When they said they let him turn the meat? I'm telling you, man, they love this cat.
Man.
But he got blown out like, man, like Hiroshima, man. He's boom. He got blown out. And it wasn't even nothing he did. He didn't do nothing crazy or say nothing crazy. It was another dude that had the charisma and the charm and everything, and end up dragging this girl for a year.
Yeah.
Dragging her on her knees for a year, man. And I was like, man, wow. And
you're like, man, wow. I'm like, man, why? But
well, I'm like, well, see, but that proves the point that women, and I don't know about other women because I've never dated no other women except black women. In my opinion, they just they're not thinking from a logical perspective at that point. At a certain point, they're just thinking like, you know, I'm just trying to have a good time. You missed the right now. You ain't missed the right. You just missed the right now.
Right.
And okay, but I guess it's hard to tell a guy that. It's hard to tell a guy, hey, you missed the right now. You got to kind of figure it out. You know what I mean? Like when you stop going places and you stop hanging out and, you know, this person's busy all the time now. Kind of got to figure out, okay, maybe I'm not in there like I thought I was in there or whatever, right? Because I don't think she put him in the friend zone. She really cared about the dude, and it was hard for her, but she just wasn't feeling him no more. You know what I mean?
Where her head was telling her yes, but her heart wanted something that she felt I gotta have. You know, it's that crazy part. You know, well, I gotta have this crazy man right here. I gotta have it.
Well, I'm gonna add this to. Let me throw this on the Power Plus, Jarvis. I think he was not bringing it the way she wanted him to bring it in the bedroom. I think that was the major factor in the situation. That was the major issue. And so unfortunately that was I mean, it's going to be hard to,
but that could be worked on.
Well, yeah. I'm going to give you a Brother Jarvis answer. Yes and no. You know, yes and no. You can work on it, but you got to have the right tools to even start the work. You know what I mean? you don't have the right tools to start the work, then
Wow.
yeah, it might be.
Wow.
It doesn't matter what you do. The other person's always going to look at somebody else's tools and say, you know what? I got a better hammer than you. I got a better drill than you. I got a better saw than you. I think I'm going to let them work on this instead of letting you work on it. You know what I mean?
Tools do matter. I've learned that in life.
Yeah, you know
Trust
what I mean?
I've had a 1299 drill that I bought, and I was putting up some blinds. And I could put up the blinds. It was I was doing 2 to 3 times the work, but my drill quit on me. But my buddy's drill, who we left over here, was a Milwaukee or DeWalt, but I think it was a Milwaukee. It was red.
Yeah.
And I took his Milwaukee, and when I tell you, oh my God, I said I can't go back.
Yeah.
I can't no treat drill no more. I can't go, man. Sometimes in life you get what you pay for. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and you know and so once you use that other drill, you like, I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back. There's just I can't do it. I can't do it. And unfortunately, man, this guy got put to the side, but it just was a lesson to show that it can happen for any multitude of reasons. The friend zone. I don't think the girl was being malicious to him. I think she really cared about him, but she just wasn't feeling him no more. And what can you do when somebody just ain't feeling you? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they just not feeling you no more. And people change, man. People change.
Yeah, that was doomed from the start, dude.
Well, I mean, he got in there pretty deep. I think everything was going good. I think she felt like she could handle it until her options. She was presented with another option.
Okay, I can't blame her. Yeah.
When she was presented with another option, I think that's when she said, what do I got to lose to explore this? Because this is not happening the way I want it to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, So in that instance, I don't think it was a malicious situation. I think she just was like, because I think if she really could have, she would have just said, she would have just cut it, bam. But I think she put him in the friend zone to kind of step him down.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I kind of wish sisters or women would just, it'd be better for you to cuss me out, but we just hate each other. It'll put me in the friend zone.
Now, why? Explain
I'd rather
that.
go there.
Explain that.
Well, it's easy. It's kind of like tearing the Band-Aid off, fast or slow. When you tear it off slow, it hurts more. Just yank the Band-Aid off. When you're going to get somebody a shot, stick it in there, squeeze it, and you don't pull it out. Get it over with.
But don't you think that if the average guy would think, man, she don't even care enough about me to pull it slow, she's just ripping it off?
It'd be better. In the end, it'd be better for you.
Yeah, in the end, yeah.
It's better for you in the end.
Yeah.
This way you know you can go ahead and let that hurt and get it over with. Because it's going to make you, what they say, no pain, no gain.
Right.
Which is really true. No pain, no gain.
Okay, so we established that, that women could put you in the friend zone for a lot of different reasons. But the main reason is to kind of just, slow things down with you. Maybe they got another situation brewing, and they don't want you completely out of the loop, but they just want to know, they want to be able to put their hands on you if they have to. And
always keeping their options open.
Keeping her option, or another option came on the table, and she was ready to roll out, and she was already going to leave anyway. Might just be she just was like, hey, I'm just going, I'm gonna step you down so you don't hate me. You know what I mean? You try to kill me or something, I would just step you down. So it could be a couple of different reasons. Now, let's look at it from the position of the person that's in the friend zone. Now, what is some phrases that you're gonna hear that will alert you that you in the friend zone? Yeah.
Oh man. I seen this man today and he was fine. What? He's like, I'm on the phone with you and you talking about some other man?
Yeah.
Or I was at work today and this guy he hit on me asking for my number. I mean, he kind of cute. What you think I should do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When they start talking about another man, you done.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, what's something that they would say directly to you? Like, you remind me of my brother.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you remind me of my brother. You know, I think of you like my brother.
yeah. Or if you're an older man, my granddaddy said that. My granddaddy said that. Oh, my father liked that kind of music.
My daddy got a shirt like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, man. What's some other ones, man?
Wow. It's a lot of them. Like I said, when they start talking about another man or, my daddy or my uncle or, they refer to you as an uncle. But that's an older man to a younger woman though. But let's just stay on the same level, kind of the same age. Um, um,
So you think
they're,
when they talk about when they're talking about when they start talking to you about other relationships?
yeah, to me that's one of the main things right there. Yeah, or if she, this is kind of a, or if she says I want to set you up with my girlfriend. Now.
Yeah, you would be perfect, man. I told you one time, but I was catching a bus. I was catching a bus, and because my car was, I was getting my car worked on or something, so I had to catch the bus for about a week or two to work. So I'm catching the bus, and sister said to me, I said to the sister, "Oh, something how I was giving her a compliment." This is before I knew what I know now, but I was giving the sister a compliment. Said something about her, and she said, "Oh," she said, "Thank you." She said, "Well, she said something about, uh, yeah, I try to, keep myself in a nice setup." And I said, "Oh, that's good. That's good. Guys that go out with you really probably appreciate that." So then she started talking about how, well, she had, she said, she said, if somebody gonna go out with me, you see my hair, you see these nails, you see these shoes, they gonna have to, Then I got a daughter too.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah. So I caught on from that point. I caught on. I was like, oh, okay. And so as I was she saw it kind of grinding in my head like, oh, that's those are those expenses are way out of where I'm coming from. And
Yeah.
so then she said, you know what? I got a friend you would be perfect for. I got a friend I should introduce you to.
Wow. Not good.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, oh, I thought it was hilarious, bro. I was like, yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah.
I said, let's go sit down. I'll come back up here before I get out the bar. I'll give you my number. Okay, yeah, no problem. I never came back. But I was like,
No.
I was just like, I was like, man. I just saw how she just threw me away so quick when she
Yeah, I don't
found
know
out
if
I
she's being
wasn't.
nice or not.
Yeah. Well, I think in that instance, I was instantly thrown into the friend zone, and you know, and sometimes I feel like they throw you there just to see how you gonna try to swim to get back to shore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's malicious. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like they throw you out there just to see, what you're gonna do. So I think she threw me out there. She threw everything out there, threw me out there just to see what I would do. And because I was like, I'm fine over here. That's good.
Right.
Because I sure ain't paying for you or nobody. I mean, so
Yeah, all these nails and hair and
yeah, I don't mind doing that if
that's
you're my
so
girl, but you ain't my girl.
yeah.
You can, as long as you community property, I'm not obliged to do that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
but so she's like, I'm gonna introduce you to my friend. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I thought it was funny, dude. I actually thought it was hilarious. But I'm saying a lot of guys be thinking they get insulted. What? I'm trying to talk to you and you're trying to push me off on your friend? What's that about?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It was me. I was just like, I ain't
No,
care.
as you get older, you realize, you know what? Yeah, let's see what your friend look like.
But I wasn't even like that. I was like, if she your friend, I don't need to meet her. She your friend.
Right.
I don't need to meet her. Because I already know you. I don't need to meet your friend. I'm good on that. That was my perspective at the time. I was just like, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't even trying to step. I was just talking to the chick, and she friend zoned me. And I was just like, wow, what's going on? But anyway, yeah, man. So, once you get there, now, she threw me there. Now, I could either do one or two things. I could do what I did when I accepted the fact that she sent me there, or I could have got offended and tried to swim back, right? Which is what most guys do, right? They try to come back. Somebody put you in the friend zone, and most guys try to come back. And so here's the problem, in my opinion. When they try to come back, the person loses even more respect for them.
Yep.
Like okay, I put you in the friend zone. You should be mad at me now. If you ain't got any respect for yourself, you should be mad and you should be like, F you, I'm done. Right? But the fact that you're not like that, what's the matter with you? Because they only attracted to dudes that will be like that, right?
Yeah.
So then you end up trying to spin your way out of the friend zone. And let's talk about that for a minute. So you get
bigger mistake.
Yeah. So I mean, we all been there. So you end up trying to spin your way out of the friend zone. Whew, if I just had some help on this car note, whew, whew, I could start. Maybe we could go out, but I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do about this car note.
Yeah.
Or, this electric bill is really just, man, crazy. If I could just take care of this electric bill, maybe I could sit down and think for a minute.
Yeah.
I could go to a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then before you know it, man, you're a benefactor. But you know what I've noticed? And you can tell me what you think. I've noticed that whenever you get in the friend zone and you try to spin your way out of it, you can never spin your way out.
Nope.
I mean, you just keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And
never enough.
Yeah, and the carrot just keeps, you just can't get to the carrot. You just can't get to it. It's just dangling out there like, you know what I mean? Like, they keep the carrot dangling out there, but you never can get it. It's like, what's her name? Lucy. Just keep moving the football. You can never kick it. Like,
right.
I'm like, man.
No matter what.
No matter what you do, you spin, 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 spin. So my question to you, Brother Jarvis, what do you do what is the best way to handle the friend zone? What's the best way to handle that?
Like I was getting around to earlier, the best thing or the best way to handle that is to just cut it off. Because you as a man, you're never going to be satisfied. As long as there is a physical attraction you have towards her, the only thing you're going to do is torture yourself. It would be better for y'all to hate each other, at least for a moment. So you can get past that, because eventually as you mature, you're like, especially if you've never been with her, you never had her or anything, it's like, forget it.
Yeah.
You know, she don't like me, I don't like her, and you just move on. Yeah. But initially, no. I mean, if you think they're attractive, you're not, as a man, even when she's trying to put you there, you're still going to hit on it. And after a while, she's going to start to, oh, God, oh, this boy, who wants to be looked upon like that? Yeah. And after a while, you're going to want to cuss them out or something. It's like, you know what, you ain't all that. You can be nice. Yeah. You know, you can be nice. Now, some of them are nice. Now, if she's really, like I said, if she's really being nice and trying to let you down easy, take heed to that, brother. Leave her alone. Yeah. She don't want you. Yeah. You know, especially if she tells you. Yeah. Because you have some sisters who know how to have that certain tone, pull you to the side, and let you know what, Jarvis, I just don't see you like that. And I would really appreciate if you wouldn't, hit on me or come on to me like that. Yeah. Now, when they put it like that and they're that kind of direct, right there, you know what, you're right, sister. They won't never happen again.
Yeah, but you got to,
because that's irritating.
You got to understand though. See, some of them have done that, and the dude flipped out on them. So that's why sometimes they won't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, we as men, we have to be mature too also. Yeah. She don't have to like you, man. Yeah. If she don't like you, she don't like you. Especially if she's being direct and letting you know, I don't like you.
Okay, so
leave her alone.
So you saying if you get a signal that you're in the friend zone, you remind me of my brother, I got a friend that I should introduce you to. You guys would be perfect together. I'm thinking there's a guy hitting on me, and I'm thinking about giving him a shot. What do you think? Once you find out you're in the friend zone, you saying just cut it loose, dismiss yourself.
If you have a physical attraction towards her still, I would say yeah. Now, again, there's a way that a woman or a sister can talk to you to make that process go a lot faster. Like I said, if she's very direct, she's letting you know, please don't do that. Respect her and leave her alone. You don't have to. See, to me, there's no, I can't hate on you, or I can't begrudge you because you don't like me like that. You know what? You're right. I won't. To me, that's she's being mature. You do also, but it'll be more high and by now. Until or not until, but until even if I'm still attracted to you, I'm not going to hit on you anymore. You let me know that. And to me, I like you like me. If you don't like me, I don't like you.
Yeah. That's the best.
That's how I am. You don't like me. Yeah, you don't like me. I don't like you.
That's the best way to be. Yeah.
And once a person lets you know that they don't like you, you know what? I don't like you either. I don't care what they look like.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget it. You're right. Yeah. You don't like me. I don't like you.
Yeah.
And leave it like that.
Yeah.
Can you be friends? I guess. Yeah. After that, I guess. I don't believe in it, but I guess.
Convince me about that one. Maybe we'll talk about that next. Yeah, you got to convince me about that one, Brother Jarvis, because
I've kind of done it. Well, she was a little older too, but she kind of made me, because she pulled me to the side. She was the older sister, though. Pulled me to the side and let me know, because I made a hard pass at her.
Yeah,
and she let me know, please don't do that again.
Yeah,
please don't.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, you know what? I hate you then, to myself.
Yeah.
And I kept telling myself that, but she kept, talking to me as if nothing ever, after she had that talk with her, she like, she understood. She kept talking to me as if everything was all right. And after a while, I had to like, yeah, you're right. To myself. Yeah, I guess I'll be a mature one, and I kept talking to her.
Yeah,
You know, what and after a while, that attraction I did have, she was still an attractive woman, but I never hit on her again. Never.
yeah,
No, but like I said, but she knew how to handle me. She was a little older though.
yeah,
But she handled me right.
yeah. Well, it's good when it's like that. Most of the time, it won't be like that. Most of the time, if you go at somebody, especially if you go at them hard, they're probably gonna say, you know what, it's not, they're not gonna be as kind as that, with the situation.
Right. And I made it hard. I mean,
or if they,
I did something I shouldn't have.
yeah,
I really did.
who haven't, brother? So, but I'm saying, who, if you, most of them ain't gonna be kind. Let's say you come at them nice, a lot of them still gonna be like, I remember I was young, dude. I just started working at this company, and I saw this girl. And I was like, man, she's fine. She was young like me. I was like, man, I'm gonna see, man. I'm just see what's up with her. Just holler at her.
Right.
See what she's talking about. So, I stepped to her, but not like hard, but just was like, hey, how you doing? You're looking real nice today. And that was back when I used to give compliments. Compliments are out the door now, but I mean, back then I used to get compliments. Wow, you're looking real nice, you know what I mean? And smelling real good. Oh, yeah, thank you, like that, right? And so every day I would talk to her. I would see her. I would talk to her. I didn't go out my way to see her, but when I did see her in the elevator or whatever, I would say, I would say something to her. So, older cat stepped to me one day. He said, "You know who that is?" I said, "Yeah, her name is Liz." He said, "That's so and so's girlfriend." I said, "Who's so and so?" "That's our boss's boss." I said, "Oh." He said, "Yeah." He said, "That one you need to leave alone." I said, "Oh," because I kept thinking like, this girl look good. How come she's always by herself? You know what I mean? Like, it should be dudes all over her, but it was never no dudes around her. I was like, what's going on? So I just was like talking like, when you're young, you don't think about all the other factors that could be involved, right? So I was just like, man, but she was cool. She didn't never,
Nor do you care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you're young, yeah, you just like full steam, right? So I was like, but she was always real cool. She did, and then she did just like you said, she once, I think she felt like somebody's gonna put him up on the game, and then we'll be back to, once I was like, man, I didn't want to. When I saw her coming, I would go the other way, right? But finally, she caught me, and she acted like nothing ever happened. So
right.
I was like, oh, okay. She was real cool about it.
Right.
I was like, okay, you know what I mean? So sometimes it happen like that. Sometimes,
yeah,
man. But now, here's the thing. In today's climate, so you got the Me Too climate now. In today's climate, can you really be out there giving compliments? Can you really be out there stepping to people, especially in the workplace? It was already a thin line. Now it's an even thinner line to be stepping to somebody. I mean, at the job, because things can get ugly fast, right? They can get ugly fast. I mean, it can get out of control real quick. So I'm saying to all you guys out there, I'm saying, I think we got some technical difficulties. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Let me see what happened to the brother. I think he fell off the line here.